Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here with another episode of Why Seam Wednesdays. Yay! It's Why Seam Wednesday. Now today I'm going to show you how you would hand sew a Y seam by using a very old-fashioned bow tie block with the 5 pieces. So this comes together really quickly and very easy. This is very beginner friendly, and I think you guys might enjoy doing this and watching this little hand sewing that we're going to be doing. But first, let's get to our shout out for the day. Sylvia from You&MeFPP is our shout out for today. She has got some amazing and adorable things on her YouTube channel, so go give her some words of encouragement and love and tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. She doesn't know this is coming, of course, because we try to surprise these people with their shout outs, but I mean, it'll be fun for her to have all these people go, oh wow, we really like that. Now, she does a lot of just lovely blocks as well, so this is something to be important. Now, it's important you get into those show notes because you're going to find the cutting instructions for this block as well, right? Because, I mean, this is just a cute little bow tie that works really well, and, you know, it's all cutting, right? So it's cutting instructions that you're going to be looking for. Now, there's also going to be in the show notes that community round robin that we're all working on, and those blocks we're all making are just, the ones that are showing up on my Facebook group are just stunning. They're beautiful. You guys have taken those color palettes and just like, wow, I am just so overjoyed by it. And you're using your scraps, so this is just phenomenal to me. Now also the links are for the other YouTube participants, as well as the schedule as to when those blocks drop, when the videos drop for public viewing. So if you're involved in that, or you want to be involved with that, that's great. Michelle from Bits and Pieces is also hosting on her website for the pattern, and I'm hoping that'll stay up there for permanently, but at least, you know, it'll be some fun for all of us to join in. It's not too late to join, it's because it's going to stay up for a while. Also the other members like Kelly from Kelly Quilts and Cruises and FutureCat from New Zealand, they're all, I was so happy to have these guys participate. I was just overjoyed when they all agreed. It was just wonderful, and we had such a good time doing this. Another thing is we've got is our Facebook group, of course, and that's a warm welcoming group. We've got all sorts of fun chats to enjoy. We've got one that's just a chat for anything, and we've got a chat for free patterns where we find free patterns, where the members are finding free patterns. We also have a virtual sewing room in Discord that we've set up for the Facebook group, and those people are gathering and sewing, and they're actually making friends, and they have a chance to talk and get to know people from all over. You never know who you're going to meet in there. So this has always been a lot of fun. We do also have Zoom sew dates from now until the end of December from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I have enjoyed those very much. I try and pick something easy for me that I'm not, you know, it's no secret sewing or anything like that, so that I can just, you know, come hang out and chat and do some fun things, and we talk with all sorts of people. That we try and talk to everybody that comes, so it's always been so much fun. And the group now talks amongst themselves, and I have a hard time sometimes getting a word in, but that's okay. We have a great time hanging out. And if you don't feel like sewing that day and you just want to bring your crocheting, it's great to hang out, no problem there. Also, I speak for free to quilt guilds and quilting groups, so if your guild or group are looking for somebody who talks about using your scraps, elements of design, charity quilts, and wants to look at all the quilts I've made over the years, yeah, put my name forward. I'd be happy to try and accommodate them. This is my way of giving back to the quilting community as well. So, because I know it's so inspiring, some of the people I have met, and some of the quilts I've seen on show and tell are just stunning. I think that's it. So come on in, let's get to the hand sewing on this really cute old-fashioned bow tie block. Okay, we're here with all the hand sewing clutter. I mean, hand sewing is supposed to be simpler, but there's a few things that I'll show you guys. Washi tape. If you're hand sewing, you take a 1/4 inch washi tape, because that's what this is, 1/4 inch, and you just put it on your right thumb, if you're, or left-handed thumb. If you're right-handed, you put it on your left, or your right-handed thumb if you're left-handed. You know, it depends on if you're right-handed or left-handed. And it's a fast, easy way to have a 1/4" ruler always with you that you don't lose. Now, I speeded this along. I machine sewed and pressed open the two seams here, and I pressed them open, but that's okay. We're going to do this, and it's going to be just fine. Now hand sewing, you can add hand sewing to like pieces like this all the time. This is fine. So what you want to do is you want to put like your pencil marks, or you could have a ruler, right? I should have had pencil marks here already, but that's okay. So your pencil mark is here, 1/4" in both directions, right? So that's the first spot you're going to try and aim for, right? If you can see it there. The next one's going to be here, 1/4" down. That's one pencil mark. This is the other pencil mark. And then you go across, and there's a pencil mark right there, and a pencil mark just a 1/4" down, just right there, and another one right here. Now I'm eyeballing this, guys, just because Y seams when you're hand sewing is nothing. It is truly no big deal. None. So I got a knot at the end of my thread. Yes, I do. So what we're going to do with hand sewing, okay, you line them up, and I think I'm going to get my soap pins out just because I can. And I'm going to start sewing in one place, and I'm going to pin where I have to sew to, right? That's important. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put the pin down, straight down. Now this is about 1 inch. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to make 1 stitch just like that. Just like that. And I'm going to go halfway through and come up pretty much in the same place, and then wrap the tail around the end, hold it, and now I have double knotted my thread, right? So this is not going to come up. So remember to breathe, just concentrate. You know, you've got your 1/4". You know, this is not a hard thing. And the reason why Y seams are no biggie in hand sewing is because you move along at a slower pace and you massage your fabric in place. Now you just saw me pull my needle, so I go down again, right? And I just, you know, I don't have to worry or fret or anything. Now as I'm coming up to my pin in that very first pencil mark in, I want to go down and I want to come up right where that pencil is, okay? And I go through, pull through all the way back. I want to go half a stitch back, and then like this, just like that, put my tail under my needle, pull my pin, right? And there we go. We've got a double knot. We've got a double knot right in that seam. So we have knotted this end to this end. Now we go through this seam here, just like that, right? We don't sew over the seam, we don't sew down the seam, and now we take our time and we massage the back into place. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to put my Y seam mark right here, and I'm going to go 1/4" down in both directions. Oops, probably about there would be better. Okay. So now I've got this, and I'm going to pin it so it lies nice and flat, and I want to get sure this gets all nice and flat too, right? So that's important. Okay, now, okay, and I'm going to just put a pin here in the middle just to hold it in the right spot. And I can see that where my 2 dots are now. So how I'm going to start, because now all I've done is gone through the seam, right? Basically, I cheated and I went through the seam instead of knotting off and all the rest. I knotted off on the other side, but now I'm going to take a stitch and I'm going to take the tail and wrap it under the needle, and pull back, and now I have the front of this seam knotted. I can do a couple of granny knots if I want a little more secure. I find when I have to take apart my hand sewing, sometimes it's a real pain because I've knotted so many things, and it's like, oh God, what did I do? I just realized I have a batik in here. Oh wow, that wasn't clever. But so hand sewing batiks are not bad. They're a lot tougher than other cottons because the thread count is so high. So that's why some people that do hand piecing, they don't use any batiks at all. They're just, no, this is not for me, not what I want to do. So there we go. Just like that, and that's enough. If you really want to do hand sew batiks, I have it on good authority. Use silk thread and a smaller needle. This needle is an 8. You use a 6, and silk thread is usually 80 or 100 weight. So you have to have really good eyes if you're going to hand sew batiks, because you have to thread your needle. I mean, yeah, and get good needles when you're hand sewing. That's another tip. You know, John James or something, you know, something like that is actually worth the money. Okay, now we're going to go up, or we're going to go down through. We're going to hit our pencil mark, right? Now we're going to wrap that under, just like that. I'm just going to tie a granny knot just because I can. Okay, now I'm going to go through the seam. And you usually try and have the seams that you've got to move out of your way. And now I'm just going to push that seam the other way. And I'm going to take this and massage it so that it comes perfectly in place. Right? Okay, you need a little more massaging. There you go. Just like that. There. So now I'm on this side and I've got I shouldn't have a pucker, but that's okay. I don't have one. No, I don't. No, I do not have one. Okay. I'm going to get this out of the way. All of that's getting out of the way. Now, I'm going to sew down through and make one little stitch, knot under. Take my tail and knot it under. So now I have a knot on the other side of that seam. There, I'll put 2 in. Okay. Now I wonder why my stuff is such a hard pain to take apart when I'm hand sewing. It's all these granny knots and these slip knots and all this other stuff that I do. There. So, and I just now massage it. Now, if your back or front was a little bit, you know, you've got, like, let's say a little bit of ease that you've got to do. Now, this is just hand sewing. This isn't regular. There. So then we go through, you make a curve with your thumb or your finger, and that would usually take care of the excess. You curve it so that you would pull in whichever side is needing, you know, you'd ease it in, right? Just like you would a sewing machine. Okay, so there we go. Now, when you open it up, you got your ta-da moment here, right? You'd press those seams open, and now we're just going to knot it off one more time. There we go. Take my little snips, because wow, who doesn't want a clutter basket of sewing stuff? Now I would press all of this open, right? And it would help it lie flatter, and you would then, you know, you get sharper things going on in the front, you know, like points and all this stuff would match. And I'm just going to finger press it for now. Now, hopefully, you've seen enough. I am going to show you how I knot my thing now. So I take one thread longer than the other, and then I lay my thread with the end like this on top of the needle. I hold it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or as many as you want to go. Sometimes I'll do 6. And then I pull it through, and I have a knot. Just a very tiny little quilter's knot on there, and it works brilliantly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark, let's see where to go, and it's over here. So let's mark this side here. Oh, don't tell me you're out of pencil. Hopefully I have another pencil in here, because oh, here we go. There's another pencil. Okay, so 1/4 inch. I'm going to do my 1/4 inch all over again. Just so, there. About a 1/4 inch. Now, if you do enough of this stuff, you can eyeball it. You don't need a ruler. Or, you know, like washi tape is always handy too, but I mean, you know, 1/4 inch washi tape. I think there's any trick you do, but if you do enough hand sewing, you don't need to do it. So I'm going to do this off camera, and we'll get to our lovely ta-da moment with our beautiful little bow block. Okay, we'll come back for the ta-da moment. Okay, so here's the ta-da moment, our cute little bow block. And like I say, the cutting instructions are going to hopefully be in the show notes below for this one. This basically is a 2.5 inch square and then 3 inch squares. And then I made a cut so that the 2.5 inch would, you know, so it's basically, I took out the, what would be a flip and stitch, right? You know, like where you would, you know, snowball your corners to make it all come together in one. We didn't do that with this. So this is our old-fashioned bow tie block. Now, Y seams come up all over the place. Now, I'm just going to give you my portable sewing, hand sewing table. Here's the booklet I made, and it usually has a bunch of stuff in here. But these kind of blocks, this is the Jen Kingwell glitter block. I've been working on this forever. I love it, and I think it's a beautiful block, but it goes together, you know, just pretty much like with all the Y seams. I think I finished this one. I forgot to set up the next one, but I have a bunch of those, and they all are, you know, just cute little things that you know, you can show. And the Y seams are here, like they're right there. That's where, and you know, sometimes you just gotta go with it. Now here's a castle wall. I don't think I have anything else in here except Jen Kingwell stuff. Okay, here's a castle wall, and here there are numerous Y seams, right? So you sew on the, let's say these blocks here, these ones onto your octagon, and then you sew these pieces together, right? And that creates 2 Y seams, and these pieces create 2 Y seams, right? But this block is really lots of fun. Of course, this one also has the Y seam here. And we were going to explore a castle wall on this one, but it's going to be closer to the end. But this does create, you know, a beautiful block with Y seams. And you can do castle wall without Y seams, but it's all half square triangles, and it's like, some of you complain about half square triangles too. So this is easier actually with like Y seams. So we'll put all this one away. I might show you how to make this book here one day, because I love this. This is like flannel. Everything sticks to it. You can put all sorts of stuff in it. It's just fun. So I do hope you give this one a try. And, you know, because like hand sewing, Y seams is nothing. So it's just, you know, because it's just you're going from one point to the next, making a knot, sliding through the seam, making a knot, sewing along, make another knot, slide through the seam. So it's not really a hard thing to do. Anyways, I hope you stay well and keep healthy and all that fun stuff. Until we meet each other again, you guys take care. Have an amazing week. All right, bye. Hello again. We just want to thank you for enjoying our video and, you know, coming along with my husband and my YouTube adventure and quilting. And, you know, sometimes things don't work out as best they should, and sometimes they work out great. We're going, wow, that went well. But it's been an amazing journey, and I'm so glad I could share it with you. Share, like, and subscribe these videos. That really helps us out, and it helps us make more charity quilts, okay? So you guys take care until we have a chance to meet again, okay? Bye!